Weekly is this. Mind and you have we and encounters Eagle has read Gabrielle. Dish the has Barent Alexis. Breaking ahead, we as episode fun a with. Semester the out closing the wheel. Week this. News campus for home, your weekly E of episode another 2 back. Welcome.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Eastern Weekly, your place to get the swoop on the scoop. I'm Natalia Escalante.
And last week I was Natalia Escanlante with an extra N. This week I'm Shayla Barnes Jr. We've decided that today is opposite day to bring around the Christmas cheer.
Swoop, like our beloved mascot who represents Eastern Michigan University, and swoop like baby hair, unless you opt for natural edges, which are also a win. Yay for well-placed black cultural references, 2 black anchors, and it's not even Black History Month. Progression. More forward movement than I can say for my semester, but hey, everyone loves a good comeback story. Shayla, hopefully you've got it together a little more than I do. And your hair looks lovely, by the way.
Thank you. Real edges under this hat, by the way. Thank you.
Eastern Michigan University surpassed the $500,000 goal for the 2018 Giving True Day campaign. The university raised $875,434, breaking the record set by last year's campaign. 852 donors contributed to this grand total, which were mostly fees from student parking tickets. Just kidding, parking on campus is privatized now. So it was worked into our tuition as poorly visible fees. Okay, realistically, we all know students can't afford to give more to the university than they have to. But since when has that stopped the university before? When asked for a statement, University Business and Finance Department responded, "Doesn't the rest of our money go to football?" And proceeded to play Rihanna, "Pour It Up." Shayla has more.
Just like Natalia said, Giving True Day was last Tuesday, November 28th. This is the second year Eastern Michigan University has participated in this global day. Where the money was actually intended to go, who knows? Emails were sent out to the EMU community saying Giving True Day was coming up, but no other information was shared. EMU had a goal to raise $500,000. They went way over this goal by raising $875,434. Since EMU raised over $300,000 more than they thought, they decided to only use the $500,000 portion of the money and to use the rest for better things. EMU decided to donate the rest of the money to head football coach Chris Creighton. The university felt that since the head coach helped the team get to a second bowl game in 3 years, that he deserved the extra $375,434 that people donated for True Day. An anonymous source from the university said they did not plan on going way over the goal, so why not give the money to someone who really needed it?
The High Llama on my not-so-ugly Christmas sweater commemorates Proposal 1 being voted through in the Michigan midterm elections. It allows individuals 21 and older to purchase and possess marijuana and allows individuals to grow up to 12 marijuana plants for personal consumption, hence the increased enrollment in greenskeeper and biology classes. However, this proposal imposes limitations and creates a state licensing system for marijuana businesses and will change several violations from crime to civil infractions. Yay, said the llama. Skirt, said EMU administration following this yes on Proposal 1. EMU Communications took to their revered keyboard to send an email notification as they do so often. EMU will remain a tobacco and drug-free campus, so that loud reefer, kush, ganja, pot, and or weed you smelled or partook in on your way to class was not what you thought it was.
We have breaking news that just came into our newsroom. We recently learned new information about Ypsilanti's water tower, or as many in the community call it, the Big Brick, and I can't finish the rest of that name. The city has just announced that for the holiday season, the water tower will be filled with eggnog. The city is currently in the process of draining out the water tower, and we will begin filling the tower up with eggnog tomorrow morning. Residents across the city will no longer be filling up their cups of water when turning on their sinks, but instead, they'll be filling up their cups with eggnog. If you want to drink water during the holiday season, the city suggests you go buy water from your local grocery store. Water hasn't been the safest to drink recently anyways. This is the city's gift to everyone to get into the holiday spirit. They want the city of Ypsilanti to have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Shayler will have more news after the break, following with Dave at the Dish. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
In today's cyber world, the number of passwords you have to remember can be overwhelming. While it may be tempting to reuse the same passwords or store them in a not-so-safe place, in doing so, you're putting your online accounts and data in danger of being compromised. The Eagle security package includes LastPass, an encrypted online password vault that can store all your usernames, passwords, and other personal information in one location. LastPass secures your login credentials using one master password, the last password you'll have to remember. Not only does LastPass store your login credentials, but it can automatically fill them in when you're logging into trusted websites. LastPass can also aid in the creation of strong, unique passwords and secure sensitive data such as addresses, credit cards, and personal notes. Since LastPass is encrypted and protected in the cloud, it's accessible wherever you are, through the LastPass website, a web browser extension, or the mobile app. LastPass makes password security easy. For more information about LastPass, visit tiny.emich.edu/LastPass.
Are you an EMU student interested in getting a first-hand experience working at a radio station? Well, say no more. EMU offers a class through Eagle Radio that will thoroughly prepare you for a real-life experience. But first, you have to register for the class. Pick a date and a time slot. Then the world is yours. Eagle Radio allows you to be fully independent and customize your own show. Have real conversations about the news, celebrity gossip, update listeners about the weather, play a trivia game. It's your show. You're free to name your show whatever you want and play any edited music of your choice. If you love having heated debates and you feel your words need to be heard, then Eagle Radio is just for you.
Welcome back, everybody. Natalia will have a few more stories, and I will too, and then we'll pass it over to Dave with the dish. Take it away, Natalia.
Thanks, Shayler. The EMU Board of Regents approved 3 capital projects renovation. 1, the expansion of Seal Hall. 2, the renovation of the recreational and intramural facility. 3, the building of a new sports medicine and training facility, which totals $76 million in costs. Meanwhile, my life needs renovations, and I'm trying to put together $5. Financial aid, do you hear me? Well, it gets better after college, right? Positivity. We're here for a purpose and focus on promoting mental health. Sometimes your breakthrough is right around the corner. And glass half full, campus renovations mean more corners to walk around.
Chick-fil-A just announced on Monday that they will now be open on Sundays. Many people were not too happy about Chick-fil-A being closed on Sundays, so Chick-fil-A decided to change that policy. They say Sunday happens to be the day that people want to eat Chick-fil-A the most. Chick-fil-A says they still will hold on to the Christian values that they always have. In honor of the new Sunday hours, Chick-fil-A announced that they now will be serving real chicken on Sundays. Apparently, this whole time, we've all been eating fake chicken. But no worries, if you're used to eating the old chicken that they sold before, they still will be selling that chicken Monday through Saturday. We finally get to taste real chicken for a change, even though no one knew it was fake anyways. I'm actually very excited to taste the new chicken at Chick-fil-A, so I will be there on Sunday for the Sunday grand opening. I hope to see you all there.
We're in the thick of our heavy commercialized American holiday season. Are you feeling the holiday cheer? Me too. Did your Thanksgiving break come and go before you knew it? Yeah, that tends to happen while adulting. So here, we are trying to make it to Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or whichever tradition fills you up during this time of the year. The common denominators are love, camaraderie, and hunger. We're all hungry, which isn't a joke because 1 1/3 of college students suffer from hunger. But potentially, your cooking is a joke, and potentially offensive, an offense we just can't stomach, because a good meal is a college kid's saving grace. So however you intend to celebrate this holiday season, do it gracefully, unapologetically. And if you can feed a friend, they'll thank you from the inside out. Honorable mention goes to our campus hero, Swoop's Food Pantry, located in Pierce Hall. For non-students in need, visit pantrynet.org for a food pantry locator.
Now let's head over to the dish with David Pierce Anderson.
Hi. So the holidays are coming up, and we want to get you prepared. So we started talking about some great holiday stories. Some of them can be a little bit confusing, but we're hoping you're enjoying the show.
We hope it makes sense, and then we hope that
You
next semester that you'll come back for
a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe they'll make more sense next semester. Now I think we'll head over to David Pierce Anderson with the dish. Take it away.
Happy end of the semester, fellow Eagles. I hope you're all enjoying these last few days of classes and finding enough time to study and finish those final projects. As always, I'm your host, David Pierce Anderson, here to bring you The Dish. Yet another holiday season controversy is making headlines this week. Eastern Michigan University's newest advocacy group, Santa's Not So Little Helpers, a group dedicated to spreading holiday cheer all times of the year, is now claiming that the term Happy Holidays may be offensive if said during the nighttime. With the sun setting earlier in the winter and the loss of an hour due to daylight savings time, the group states that people should simply start saying Happy Holidays. The organization's leader, Evan E. Sir Scrooge, says, "Come on, it's not that hard to say Holidays. Happy Holidays." In other news, the holiday movie season is getting underway. Hanukkah is under pressure from comedian and actor Adam Sandler to add a night, legally allowing the sequel to his 2003 hit film, 8 Crazy Nights. Hallmark recently had to halt production of a Christmas movie after they realized they made the exact same movie with the same actors last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. Benedict Cumberbatch, fresh off his star turn in the animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas reboot, is making waves in the entertainment industry by taking method acting to a new level. The actor is reportedly starring in the Santa Claus 4, The Recloseting, and to prepare for the role, he has moved to the North Pole and is opening a toy factory. Experts predict that Benedict Cumberbatch will make an announcement on whether or not he will actually travel the world in a flying sleigh on December 24th. Mr. Cumberbatch was unable to be reached for commentary due to him actually being in the real North Pole as we speak. That's all for the dish. Up next is sports with Gabrielle Reed after the break. I'm David Pierce Anderson, and I'll see you next week. Or not, because we're done with the show.
In this day and age of compromised accounts and data breaches, having a strong password is not enough to keep you and your personal information safe. Someone who steals your password could gain access to all your data with nothing to stop them. The Eagle Security Package offers Duo, a tool that provides an additional layer of security to your online accounts through two-factor authentication. This means Duo not only uses something you know, your password, but also something you have access to, such as your mobile device. Duo's two-factor authentication gives you the power to keep your data safe, even if your password is lost. Once Duo is set up, you can access protected sites with your login credentials like you normally would. But it will now be preceded by a message sent to your mobile device prompting you to accept or deny the login. If it's you who logged in, hit the green button to accept it. But if it's not you, hit the red button to deny it. By doing so, this extra step will take a forefront stance at protecting your online accounts from being compromised or breached, and you'll know right away if an attempt was made. For more information about Duo, please visit tiny.emich.edu/Duo.
My favorite band just put out a new CD. I was super excited. I've been waiting forever for it to come out. But I was having a little cash flow problem. I asked some of my friends if they had the new CD yet, and they said I could get it for free if I found a pirated copy online. Without hesitation, I went on my computer and I found a website that had a free pirated copy, and I clicked download. It was that simple. After downloading it, I went to my computer and I opened my music player to listen to it, but my computer had slowed down to almost a stop. All I ended up with was a virus. Not my band's album. I guess when you pirate anything, you run the risk of an infection. Not to mention if you get caught, there could be legal issues. It really does pay to pay. My name is Emma, and I'm trying to be e-safe.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Reed, and I'm here with Sports. After EMU volleyball fell in the NCAA tournament, senior libero Alyssa Lafache made a big announcement. She held a press conference after the loss and stated that her name is indeed Alyssa LaFace. Merriam-Webster Dictionary also commented on the matter, saying, of course a word that is spelled L-A-F-A-C-E would be pronounced LaFace. LaFace said that when she started her career at EMU, she wanted to turn the tables on everyone, only to turn them on even harder after her final collegiate game. There's currently speculation that her first name is actually pronounced Alisa, but she has denied the claims. I guess we'll just have to wait till her final professional game to find out the truth. EMU's two student body president elections have been needing a facelift lately, and next year they'll be getting one. In 2019, prospective candidates will actually have to participate in a foot race against each other for the office. This has prompted the entire track team to take their chance at the presidency. EMU's soccer team has been in some rocky waters in the past couple of weeks with the NCAA. The entire team was randomly drug tested after scoring a whopping 3 goals in one game. The offensive onslaught featured 4 whole shots on goal and a mind-blowing blowout of a victory of 3-1. If EMU is found guilty of PED usage, they will face the nationwide penalty of having to use a weighted medicine ball all of next year. Due to global warming, EMU's hockey team has now become EMU's field hockey team. To go along with last year's 4 cuts of sports programs, this year EMU Athletics will be adding to that list. This year, athletics will be cutting all taxes on the football team. These cuts are projected to earn the football team more money this year than the last 5 years combined. To combat with these cuts, more taxes will be added to the other teams. EMU's Quidditch team has continued their reign on top after defeating North Carolina in the Quidditch National Championship. This is their 89th national championship in a row, and they will be going for the World Cup later this month. Despite EMU's Quidditch success, they hardly get recognized, and for good reason. EMU's captain Harvey Blotter said, "It's bloody frustrating when you wipe the floor with your competition and you don't get no expletive respect from your university." You can watch EMU's bid at the World Cup next Friday on ESPN 31. EMU Athletics announced last week that there will be an outdoor swimming team added to the program. The tryouts were held last Thursday outside of Bob's Lake House. There were no survivors. That's all we have in sports for this week. Up next, we have Alexis Barron with Eagle Encounters, so we'll be back after this commercial break, hopefully.
Everybody, and welcome to another Inside the Actors Studio video with us here at EMU Theater. Today we're going to be learning all about James and the Giant Peach, and I have some pretty special guests. James and the Giant Peach is a pretty familiar story to a lot of people and a lot of us here, and I'm just curious, were you guys fans of the novel or the story when you were growing up or even now?
My mom told me, when I got called back, she said it was actually one of my bedtime stories when I was 5 or 6.
I think I actually went on a school trip and saw it as a play, and I was like, wow.
So James and the Giant Peach appeals to kids in a lot of ways, but what part of the show do you think is going to appeal to both kids and adults?
Visually, overall, kids will love it and be like, oh my gosh, that's a peach, even if there's not really a physical peach on stage. For adults, I think just the story is so classic.
A lot of the humor, even though it's a children's book, a whole lot of the humor is, it's actually really funny, it makes me laugh. So I think the jokes will resonate with an older audience as well.
So what part of the show are you the most excited to get to work with and the most excited for people to actually get to see?
I think the fact that we're taking so many risks with the show, so many layers, and we have ladders and different tiers. We're doing steampunk, and I think it's just really cool take on a familiar story.
So what advice would you give to anybody who's looking to get involved here at EMU Theater but maybe is feeling a little bit nervous or unsure of how to sort of step through that door?
I would be a person that says, don't wish you would have, just do it. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, but and you actually took the steps to do it.
2 of my best friends here, including this girl right here, if she doesn't know, are 2 of my closest friends at Eastern already. Take chances, don't be afraid, and sometime you might make a very good friend.
I'm just curious, if you guys could be any one of these insects in real life, which one would you be and why?
I was given the easy one. I would definitely be a ladybug. My friends back home would always call me Ladybug.
My favorite character was the earthworm. He's kind of a character who's really scared at first, but once he actually gets into it and actually starts doing stuff, he finds out that he's actually pretty good. at it, so I guess I would want to be a worm.
You can catch James and the Giant Peach when it opens right here at EMU Theater on November 30th.
My mom's birthday was coming up fast, so I needed to go out shopping for something quick. I needed to move money from my savings to my checking account so I could use my debit card at the mall. I cracked open my laptop, hit the bookmark from my bank, and entered in my username and password. What the heck? I got sent back to the home page. So I entered in my username and password again, made the transfer, and went to the mall where I found this cool little necklace for my mom. That's good news, right? The bad news is, the next week I went to make a purchase and they told me that I had insufficient funds to cover that purchase. Long story short, when I had logged into my bank the first time, I got redirected to a fake site that stole my username and password. I guess I got a virus that redirected my bookmark. The thieves had a field day with my account. I wish I had known then what I know now. You have to check and make sure you're really on your bank's website. This could be done by either recognizing an image you've selected or clicking a lock or VeriSafe icon and comparing the bank's web address to a web address you've got on our certificate. My name is Luke, and I'm trying to be e-safe.
Welcome back, Eagles. I'm Alexis Barron, and I hope you are feeling prepared for your finals and getting ready for the new year. And thankfully, there are so many amazing events happening around campus to get you into the holiday spirit. Starting off Thursday, December 6th, AMP is selling handmade art pieces. If you are looking for a good holiday gift or just want to see the art for yourself, go on down to the Student Center and shop from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Just need some time to unwind and vibe out? Maybe you should try attending Lyric Lounge on Thursday evening. Co-sponsored by Poetry Society, the Slam Poetry event is held in Student Center, room 300, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. If you would like to perform poetry, then contact Caroline Horst. Speaking of performing, come out to see the EMU Ballet and Symphony Orchestra put on a performance of Swan Lake on Friday, December 7th, in the Pease Auditorium. You can watch the magic for only $10. Contact Robert Boardman for more information. As always, Eastern Weekly wants to see our fellow Eagles soar. Some of us are graduating or beginning new chapters in our lives. I personally salute you, and I am so proud of you. This is Alexis Barron, signing off for right now. Thank you for watching Eagle Encounters this season. Have a happy, happy New Year.
Well, that was an interesting show, don't you think?
Yeah, we made it through it, though.
Well, this is our last show of the semester, and we'll have brand new content for everyone next semester. How's your semester been going?
It's been going pretty well. You know, it's long, that's for sure. A lot longer than our episodes typically are. Yeah.
I'm graduating in April. You too?
Yeah, I'm
so
graduating.
that'll be here before we know
that'll
it.
speed it up, yeah, for sure. How's anchoring been for you?
It's been well. I got to start behind the scenes. Now I'm in front of here, and I'm excited to be back right up here in January.
Yeah, me too. We'll have some new content, some new shows, maybe some new faces, or maybe some old faces. We'll keep you posted on that.
Be sure to watch our old content while we're away on the break. And
you say old faces?
There's no face.
Well, yeah, I'm Jaden Shorts, and I'll be back very soon.
Well, this show was a little confusing, but we got through it.
Hope you weren't too confused, and hope we see you back in January.
Hope you got some laughs out of it.
Well, be sure to follow us on social media at ETV at EMU, where you can watch all of our shows, and you can also watch them on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter whenever you want. That's all from us. I'm Shayla Barnes Jr. this week.
I'm Natalia Escalante this week. We'll see you next year.
Are you an EMU student interested in getting a first-hand experience working at a radio station? Well, say no more. EMU offers a class through Eagle Radio that will thoroughly prepare you for a real-life experience. But first, you have to register for the class. Pick a date and a time slot. Then the world is yours. Eagle Radio allows you to be fully independent and customize your own show. Have real conversations about the news, celebrity gossip, update listeners about the weather, play a trivia game. It's your show. You're free to name your show whatever you want and play any edited music of your choice. If you love having heated debates and you feel your words need to be heard, then Eagle Radio is just for you.
Hi, my name is Shanna Gilkison, and ETV has been a very important part of my life, especially for the last 4 years.
I got my start at ETV in my third semester at Eastern from fellow students, and it's been a great experience.
Working with all these new people that I didn't know before, it's very awesome just seeing how willing people are to get together and create something from scratch.
Hi, I'm Shanna Gilkison for Eastern Weekly, and this is E-Walking.
I will also be hosting and producing a sort of like a late night style talk show.
Everyone that's here wants to be here. They care to be here. They want to work. They want to learn. And with that kind of environment, everybody benefits.
I tell you, I've been doing really well, very successful here at Eastern, but it wasn't until I really became part of the ETV club that I really felt like I was getting more of what I needed as a student.
We decided that we wanted to do things above and beyond our coursework, so I was part of founding the ETV Student Org.
It just so happened that Shanna was in one of my classes, and she told me to come, and I showed up, and it was very warm welcome. Like, everybody was very nice to me right away, and they actually had an idea to make a sitcom, or actually they called it a soap opera at that time, and they said they had they weren't sure exactly what they wanted, but they wanted one thing. They knew that they wanted this guy, his name is Ramon, to be their main character. I mean, that was kind of how the show Week at a Glance kind of took off.
Beyond Eastern's walls, when I'm done here, I'll probably be working with some people from ETV, again, professionally. And I think a lot of students don't take advantage of what they should with organizations on campus, and ETV is one of the best.